Right then, this is a quick walk around video for a truly remarkable car. This is a Lexus IS 250. It's an SEL model, multimedia pack, so the optional upgrade on the sat-nav and radio there. The car's covered just 55,000 miles and is in beautiful condition. I apologise straight away, it's just started to rain. This odd showers come out of nowhere. The car is in stunning condition. Front of the car, lights and lenses, you can see completely clear and intact without any cracks or condensation. Bonnet, exceptionally clean. I can't see a mark on there, any note. So I really do apologise for the rain just starting. Near side, absolutely mirror smooth. Near side rear alloy, it's a near side front alloy rather. Again, beautiful condition. Panel work is truly exceptional. Rear alloy, again, fantastic, and that's rare because normally on this age they can be quite pickled even on low mileage ones. You come around the back, again, all stunningly clean. Down to the offside, driver's side, again, just ridiculously clean. So this isn't going to be the cheapest SEL in the country, nor should it be, because it's going to be one of the very best out there, in my humble opinion. Alloy again, beautiful. It's hard to spot a blemish on the exterior, it really is. And final alloy, absolutely fantastic condition. So literally one of the very, very finest examples anywhere. Coming into the boot area, huge boots, again beautifully finished inside. If I lift this up here, you see you've got your tool kits all in there in situ. Coming into the back of the car, you've got full black leather inside the car, which again is in absolutely superb condition. Coming to the front of the car, again, remarkably clean. Leatherwork, again, seats absolutely beautiful condition. So finally coming inside the car, on the driver's side, again, all very, very nice indeed. Driver's seat, over the last 15 years, shows virtually no wear of any consequence. So inside the car now, engine is running as is always the case. So the dashboard can be seen illuminated. Dashboard is in, again, stunning condition, just looks like new. There you see the multimedia with the sat-nav, and obviously when I pop the car into reverse, you get that lovely clear gridded parking camera, all working exactly as it should. But the video doesn't, in all honesty, do justice to this car. It is beautiful, heated and cooled seats. Wood areas look absolutely beautiful. Then up to the dash binnacle, hopefully you can see 55,209 miles. Only warning light actually on is just a fuel light, which is literally just popped on. But it's an exquisite condition. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key, all here and present with the car. Right then, this is a road test video, and this is for a Lexus IS 250, and it's the SEL model. This particular car, sorry, I should have done this, I thought it was an NL07, but I'll just double check. So yep, NL07JZJ, with just 55,198 miles recorded. The reason we do our videos is very simple. It's to ensure that if anyone's online looking at any of our cars, they actually get to see the very car we're advertising actually in operation. Like way too many people, we've been to see cars which have looked perfectly good in photographs and description, but only to get them find out that there's a fundamental issue with the car when you come to drive the vehicle. So hence that's why we do it. So coming to the car, I mean, it's a lovely example, as you'll know from the walk around video, and it drives every bit as good as it looks. It is, well, I love these cars anyway. They're astonishingly engineered. But to go through the usual things I always do. So push button start, engine starts smoothly, instantly, settles to a smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all relating to the engine or any other part of the car. And temperature gauge, and the car's been running for quite some time now, it's just under a half, which is exactly where it's meant to be on one of them. But it's a joyous engine, absolutely beautiful. It's whisper quiet, you know, so smooth when you pick up on the revs. You know, you hardly feel or hear it, but when you do hear it, it's a very satisfying V6 sound. You know, the opposite of modern kind of sort of sanitized sort of inline 4 turbos, which all seem to be these days, which make the same sort of thrummy sound. This has that sweet engine note which you can only get with a V6. It's a gorgeous engine, and it's lovely to use day in, day out. It's incredibly flexible, docile at low speeds, quick to pick up with natural torque, but it has a kind of a zing at the top end of the rev range, and so the car just sort of sings through that as well. Engine then feeds through into the automatic gearbox, step 6 speed. You can use the paddles here as well, which are actually quite good, and they feel nice to your hand as well. But the gear changes, as you'd expect with any Lexus, are absolutely brilliantly defined. You don't feel them. It's beautifully engineered, and like the engine, noted for being, you know, incredibly tough and long lasting. So, you know, no issues there at all. So coming to the steering, first and foremost, beautifully done. Rear wheel drive helps because you've got a natural balance to the car, but you've got good old school fluid power steering. It feels absolutely fantastic in hand. It tracks dead straight, by the way. There's no vibrations at this speed or any speed up to the legal limit. But when you go along, and I've got a lovely section of road, so hopefully there's no cars directly in front, about to come up, it shows you what I think's what's lovely about this car. You can drive along incredibly smoothly, very sedately, or if you're out in the mood, you've got a road like this section ahead, which I rarely go up, by the way, where the steering and the handling come together beautifully because it feels so balanced, so easy, so little in terms of body motion. So when you go through the corners, and I'm not speeding, by the way, I'm just going the national speed limit, but the steering is precise, it's accurate, it's beautifully weighted, totally confidence inspiring. It is brilliant, and so the chassis that allows you to have this incredibly comfortable ride just eats up corners. It really does. It is a beautifully resolved chassis. There's no clonks or rattles or anything coming from underneath the car either, so all in very, very good order there. Just turn my temperatures down a second. It's quite muggy outside today. Brakes, by the way, again equally, sorry I should have done it then, but shoved them on there, perfect. There's no kind of pulsing or vibrations at all, so all in fine order. So I'm coming into a more residential area because I don't normally do this route for my road tests, so but that section of road was too good to ignore. Coming inside the vehicle, you've just got this fantastic interior, and for lots of reasons as well. First of all, build quality. You know, they're built like no other cars in their class, bar none. It is a beautifully engineered interior, no squeaks, no rattles, lovely choice of textured finishes on the dash. But the dash itself, when you sit in the car, you know, so many modern cars, Lexus included, by the way, have gone this route of just too much going on, too much information, too distracting the way it's displayed. This couldn't be simpler. This, as you know, again, because it benefits from the multimedia, that's how multimedia should be. It should just be a simple, easy to use, easy to digest piece of information, and it works beautifully, absolutely beautifully. You know, modern things with these massive screens, you spend more time looking at the damn screen than you do at the road. They just shouldn't be in cars, in my personal opinion, because there's too much information that you have to get by going into menus. And it just, as I said, I've just seen so many cars swerving down the road as people are trying to, you know, just change a radio channel, for goodness sakes. But when you look inside the car, I said you've got the screen all working perfectly. You've got a dual zone climate control system, so different temperatures side to side, should you need to. It's currently pumping out absolutely ice cold air. It's quite a muggy day today. You got the Mark Levinson sound system, which is genuinely sensational, way ahead of its time, and it helps by the fact that the car's so quiet that it's not trying to fight background noises. So if you like your music, it's a really, really lovely sound system actually. But everything about it, every knob you twist, button you press, has a precision of actuation which is typical of Japanese. They do these things incredibly well. Heated, cooled seats work absolutely perfectly, very effective as well. Lovely finish on the sort of wood centre trim there, tastefully done without being garish. Then you've got the dash display in front, which is just beautifully detailed, absolutely beautifully done. Again, really minimalist, big symmetrical rev counter, speedo, temperature gauge, fuel gauge, and tiny little information pad. That's it, but it's just superbly detailed, as I said. So when you look at it, you get the information, but it's so pleasing to the eye. And then you've got this lovely leather-bound steering wheel, which shows absolutely no wear at all. The car is beautiful. It drives sensationally, as they do if looked after well, and this one certainly has been. So no faults, no nothing. Cannot fault it.